Welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown, where we share, discuss, analyze, speculate, commemorize, and whatever else you gotta do to figure out what's gonna happen for these best for tonight for these slate games. NBA slate game. Today, we have Western Conference Finals Game 2 match set up. Dallas Mavericks are trying to get a second win at Timberwolves home in Minnesota. Can they pull it off? Can they get this double upset? I mean, is it really upset though? I mean, literally right now, same thing happened to Minnesota at home last time against the Nuggets. You know what I'm saying? But it's really upset. But all that being said, fine, dine, and dandy. We have some more information to analyze and verbalize because since last time, first game, there was a lot of speculation up in the air. We had the tiredness compared to the tiredness. Game 7, Game 6. Difference, time in between there. And I mean, that showed, like I said, that showed Anthony Edwards. He was not able to fully commit to his body doing things like it should have been. 5 for 23, was it? Or 5 for 12? Something at 3. Oh, my goodness. But, no more excuses aside. Right now, we have a game coming up. Dallas Mavericks at Minnesota Timberwolves, Game 2. What's going to be happening here? Right now, the money line for Minnesota, they're the favorites at home. They got 218 at DraftKings. You get that. Where you get the positive or the plus 188 at FanDuel for Dallas. We have a spread of 5.5. Negative for Minnesota and negative 108 at FanDuel, or positive for Dallas at negative 105 at Caesars. We were over under 207.5. So, all the information going into the situation. I'm going to say the same thing like I said last time, with the same thing that our good friend Anthony Edwards said during his interviews, was that came to a new team. New team plays differently than the old team did. And there wasn't enough information to make proper adjustments, per se. Even if they had won that game, there were still a lot of holes being shown in the Minnesota Timberwolves defense and how they got outscored in the paint and such, you know? And how they shut down the perimeter for the paint work, you know? For AE to come in. Those are the biggest things that really happened that going into this game 2, our good sir friend, Chris Finch, is it? I'm pretty sure he can make some proper adjustments to accommodate for that, to have a better offensive showing this time around for Minnesota. I mean saying, but the spread. The 207.5. I'm not going to lie, I still feel like this is going to be another close game. And 207.5, I think, is actually going to be a number that they're going to achieve. Simply because I don't feel the Mavericks are going to fall back and get too far down in the race for the points. Because Mavericks are a much better offensively scoring team than Minnesota Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves are a much better defensive preventer of points than the Mavericks. So I do foresee this going to be not a low-scoring game, but I do foresee, again, like last time, like I called, down to the point that this will probably be another like 2-12 game, give or take. And that's how it was 2-13. I mean, that's what I do. Speculate and postulate and get good things out there. So, that being said, going forward with this, I do foresee that the Timberwolves are going to make the proper adjustments. The hunger that was there for the Nuggets is going to be applied here to the Mavericks. Now they have a little better idea of what to expect for the Mavericks offensively and defensively. They're going to make the proper adjustments. Hopefully, maybe, potentially, Cat Williams decides to use his size a little more. And muscle down or back down our good friend. Who'd be guarding? Well, I mean, if it's a center, it's going to be Garland. Darius Garland, is it? Darius Garland. Daniel Gafford. Darius Garland. Are you serious? Cleveland Browns, man, I am tired. So, yeah, definitely Gafford's going to get that work in this case if they play low ball or Gobert has a height advantage. Like, they had the big man down low. They could definitely put more points in the paint, which I feel that this game going into it, that AE is going to do a lot more either taking it, swinging in, or going in, driving in and swinging out low to a wingman for a quick catch and shoot shot, which in that regards could be Towns, our good friend Cat, could be McDaniels, could be Conley. Probably be Conley though. That's the case. But it could be McDaniels popped off last time, but that's still going to be there. Because Anthony Edwards got, was it 11 assists last game? Was it 11 assists? He got a bunch of assists. So just FYI, you might keep an eye on that. If they're going to proceed to do the same thing and say, you know what, run that back. Because the only thing that wasn't happening last game that kept them actually in the points, above the points, was the fact that they weren't making the threes that they were attempting like that. But they made a bunch of threes. They made, 13 threes, I think it was? Or 15 threes as a team. So, if that continues again, if they're going to give it to them like that, that's how let's go to drive the paint and keep forcing them and then keep them out of the paint. That's what Minnesota did last time. They got outscored in the paint by like 22 points. I expect that to be a fine adjustment there. There won't be no more quick Kyrie just slipping in or get a whole bunch of dunks from Derrick Jones and Gafford. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that happening again this time. So I expect the points to the paint. You know what? I wonder if I could bet that. If I could bet who gets points in the paint. More points in the paint. I believe the Timberwolves going to shut that shit down this time. They're going to do a little better effort with Edwards getting in the paint or making better screens and pick and rolls to actually get it in a lot smoother. Or put more emphasis on the three-point shots as a team with the collection of rebounds. That's what I foresee would be happening here. I don't expect what happened last time to happen this time. I do feel that even though they're much still recovering from the tiredness, blah, 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 and the lack of adjustments and the thinking, that they're actually do a much better showing this time simply because of the fact that now they have more information and they know what to expect and they're going to be wrestling with that thought process in mind. I'm curious to see. Like I said, I was calling a potential for a 1, maybe for a 2 series. Now it's leaning more toward the 4-2 series, but I can still see Timberwolves making that 4-1 series. If they actually lock them down and put pressure on the guys down low. Have just Luka and or Kyrie scoring and nobody else. I can see that being the case. But we'll see. I am favoring... the over, like I said, I'm still over. The over is 207.5. I'm still favoring that. Like I said, I feel this could be a 2-12 game. So it could swing either way, but 2-12, 2-13 game is where I feel it's going to be at. Led by charge in regards to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves that carry, right behind. Dallas right behind. That's why I feel it's going to be the case this time. Then we have, am I feeling the money line-ish, or am I feeling to be close to the game? Negative 5.5. I feel this is actually going to be a punishment game. Like, Timberwolves are going to come in here swinging heavy to punish the Mavericks from doing what they did last time. So, I actually do see that negative 5.5 spread is going to be the number to go with. Minnesota is definitely going to win. Do I feel the 6 is going to be there? I feel... this team really headstrong. Like, unfortunately, they couldn't shut down the Nuggets when Nuggets brought their work, you know what I'm saying? This is the 4th game. Well, this is the Nuggets, though. This is the Mavericks. It's a lot different. So I do feel that it's going to be... The shooting is not going to be as on point as it was last time. Because now we're back into the declination of ability to uphold the conditioning and being consistent while being tired. Because what Lucas said himself, he's like running low on gas. Because everyone's running low on gas. This is a battle of attrition, all right? And Luka did a lot of work last game. He didn't do a lot of work in all the games. Let me see. I'm gonna see where his points are. Because like I said, they had different plans and strategies, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But let me see what he did number-wise for the past couple games. Because I don't feel like he actually been over his current number right now. Where did my boy at? My boy at Luka. All right, here we go. So right now, they got him down 28.5. So like I said, he did 33, 29, 31. So basically, 28.5, he covered that line the past 6 out of 10 games. For one, and then in the OKC series, let me put it up a little higher there. So the last 2 games OKC, he popped off. He did a little better, but got a lower spread. They shut him down to 22-18. They get 2 games before that. He had one high, 29, and the other 2 before that were under 29. So like I said, we shall see what happens here with the squad and then how the defense plays off. Because if they play, what do you call that, Timberwolves basketball and play more defense, this game will go drastically different. I still foresee the score happening the way it happened. I still believe it's going to be 110. There's going to be a 213 final total. Now, I wonder if I can bet that. I mean, I know I can bet that. But to what point, though, was the odds? You know what I'm saying? But this year, am I going to say, do I feel that this game is actually going to be enough of a beatdown, a negative 5.5 would be worthwhile? Let me put it like this. For you guys, for the parlay, I'm going to do it like this, okay? Because I don't want you guys take the risk. If you don't, I want you guys to get this clean one. So for you guys, Minnesota, negative 218, but the parlay combined with the 207.5 over. That is going to be a pick for you guys today. Whereas me, I'm going to take the little riskier one, better odds at the negative 5.5. But I'm like 72 to 83% confident that Minnesota is going to strike hard back, okay? It's going to be a strike hard back in the first half or strike hard back in the second half. The second half is where the spreads really matter. First half, they might get an early lead and they might dwindle down a little bit and they come back later on. Maybe, depending on how things work out. But I do feel it's going to be I'm leaning more toward the beatdown. So I'm going to go, like I said, for you guys, do money line for safety. Negative 218. That's DraftKings. Wherever you go, money line, Minnesota, 207.5 over. That should be the win right there. And if you want to add another third leg on there, where's my man at? Where's AE at? Because he's doing at least 27 this game. Where's it at? Where's number at for today? Where's number at for today? AE, where are you? AE, come out and play. Anthony Edwards, come out and play. Yo, I'm still scrolling though. You're just killing me. Play. Here we go. Bam. I found something else. So, points wise, what's the number for today? Look at that. 27.4. Like, let's see what I said. Like, right on the money. And the last 4 games, she didn't quite reach that. So, is he be not tired enough to cover that? 27.5. That's something a little iffy. If you look at point and assist, though, which assist, or like I said, if the True still trying to overcompensate for the issues down low, that might be a better number. 33.5 for points and assists. He's normally getting like 5.5 assists. No, 6.5, but just projected that. He did 8 last game. 7 8 the last 2 games. So projected point assist. He hasn't hit the last 4 games at 33.5. So let's just leave that off, okay? For you guys, I can leave it at that. I feel like 27.5, he's going to be right there. He might be 26, might be 30, give or take. You know what I'm saying? But either way, though, definitely feel, like I said, money line over 227, over 207.5. Those are two that we're going to go with tonight for the parlay for you guys. We'll leave it at that. Anything else you do, that's on you guys, and good luck with those bets. Let's go ahead and get this money, guys. Happy gambling grinders. Make a wish.